Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us try to talk about at least three topics each week. The three of us are our point person and optimistic realist. We call her Star.
Welcome to Hostile Waters. Come on in. Water's fine.
The water is cold.
Perfect temperature.
Anyway, the center of our threesome and our voice of reason.
Okay,
We
I don't
call
like
him-
that huffing before voice of reason.
Who cares what you like? Anyway, we call him Magic.
Women that are getting good sex. Hey, how y'all doing?
Okay. And bringing up the rear, as usual, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian of the group, and they call me Storm. What the hell is wrong with you tonight? Have you been drinking?
No. Growling at him. He knows I'm growling at him.
Why are you growling at me?
Oh, because you insulted her.
I feel like that man on the plane with the mask.
She feels attacked.
I do.
When you tried to attack me, but she feels attacked. I didn't.
I got the ricochet.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about,
I
but
got the
okay, I'll be the
unintended
bad guy.
shrapnel.
Oh, I didn't take any. I'm bulletproof. I don't give a fuck about that at all. So
Yeah. I feel like the man on the plane with the mask. His
Huh?
crazy ass. You ain't see that clip of dude like going off on the plane while he was rubbing the mask all across his face and he was growling like a dog.
No.
I seen a
shit was
badass kid
hilarious.
like that in the DMV a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
This dude was like holding I forget what it was they asked him to do. It might have been something to do with the mask or whatever, but he's like holding like the strings of the mask like on with each of his hands up against his face, and he's like sawing it back and forth and was like, and I was like, the fuck is wrong with him? But okay.
Sound like a personal issue of some sort.
Can we play Guess the Race?
No need.
No need. Right.
You know why there's no need? Because there was no mention of
Of him getting shot?
exactly.
Yep. Or them
So-
landing the plane because of his antics.
Right.
Mm.
So, along those lines, Star,
Yeah.
you wanted to talk about you're a little miffed about COVID-19.
Listen, I mean, of course, everybody's miffed about COVID-19 and the inconvenience it has had upon most of our lives.
Now I feel hit. Now I feel attacked
I ain't missed
And-
a day of work.
and singled out.
The smooth collected them stemmies though.
Right. But it's not about COVID-19. It's about, people in their, eagerness to want to tell other people what they should do. So I'm coming out the post office and this guy goes, "Take that mask off, you sheep." And like, I was in such a foul mood.
Mm.
I could not even say anything to this guy. Like, I felt like if I had said something to him, I would have opened up my mouth and my fist would have punched him in the face before
Oh.
a word would have came out.
I thought you were
So-
going to say you're going to end up on the news.
Yeah, well, that would have put me on the news. But um
Should
so
have coughed
I
on
just
him.
kind of gave him this like glare, like, and then you go, well, go ahead and keep it on then. Fuck it. So then this other lady that was walking my way at the same time, she goes, hey. And I said, yes. And she's like, he hurried up and fixed that shit. She was like, you looked at him and he took a second thought, like, this woman gonna kill me. Like, I was like, this dude don't, I'm like, for real though, like, take that mask off, you sheep. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, had I been in a better mood, I'm sure that's what I would have said to him. But I was too angry already. Like, not something else. But my whole point is, I don't understand why people give such a fuck about other people wearing masks. And because we were talking about this earlier today. Who was it that you said is on a respirator or something? On a
Um,
ventilator?
well, I don't know that he's on a ventilator, but he's in the ICU, very sick. Cedric Savalos.
Okay.
Shout
And
out, shout out to him. You know, I used to like him when he used to play back in the day.
and so most people when they find out, that a person hasn't taken the vaccine and they actually get really, really sick or whatever, the feeling or the sentiment is like, oh wow, I'm sorry that happened, but whatever, right? So here's the thing. Um, and I asked you, was he allergic? Because like I'm allergic. I'm
Right.
I'm allergic to some of everything, you know.
Also, let me just be clear. I don't know for a fact that he was unvaccinated. People were talking as if he was, but I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
that for a fact.
Okay.
But my guess, I mean, an educated guess would be he probably wasn't because he's so sick. But go ahead.
Nigga can wear a
Um,
blindfold and not a mask.
um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so, um, yeah, I was like, I had said something like, I get sick of
People
people
feel like you owe them an explanation
for
when
the
you say
reason
you're
why
yes.
I'm not vaccinated, and I don't owe nobody shit. I know you don't necessarily agree, but
Well,
even
go ahead.
no, I was gonna go on.
No, I was gonna say it's not that in ordinary circumstances I would agree. you know, um, if it was shit that wasn't affecting everybody, then yeah, you don't owe anybody any kind of explanation. But I think again, you're catching strays because there is a good number of people who are just not vaccinated just for the hell of not being vaccinated. You know what I mean? Like they just don't want to give it. If it was just the people who had a medical reason like you, then it wouldn't be an issue per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because I mean, you've got hospitals that are full up. I had a friend of mine that was complaining to me last week because her mother is very sick with congestive heart failure, which she's had for a while. And she had an episode, she had to go to the hospital, which by all rights, they should have kept her, overnight to, monitor her, but they couldn't because they didn't have any beds.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you have this thing that is affecting other people. So that is why people are so invested in it.
Yeah, but
So
But the
I
other
kind of
thing is
don't
that
kind
they're
of
understand
get it.
invested on both sides. It's not just
Well,
the people going, you need to get vexed and save everybody. It's people on the other side going, why are you doing that dumb shit? Or take a mask off, you sheep.
and but okay, and then they're also the ones who end up. A lot of them end up, especially like there have been one, two, three, four conservative radio hosts just this summer that have been spewing the, don't get vaccinated, we don't need masks, COVID ain't real. Four of them died this summer. Four people who are on the radio spouting that mess and convincing the rest of y'all. I don't mean y'all necessarily, but the rest of y'all to follow them. You're going to follow them right to their grave, because I mean, I'm going to die to own the libs. I don't understand, but I guess it ain't for me to understand. But yeah, you're
CO
right.
conspiracy.
I
You said
mean,
what?
yeah. But
I don't
what
know. I don't feel like you. I don't feel like people. I don't. Again, I don't feel like people have the right to get upset at me when they ask. First of all, just in ordinary conversation, people are like, "Oh, are you vaccinated?" Like, what? What the fuck? I just.
That's funny because nobody ever asked me that.
Well, you don't go
I've
anywhere.
gotten asked. Yeah.
But I talk to people.
Nobody cares if you ain't within 6 feet of them over the phone. Shit, you good.
Well, that's true. But I get why it's frustrating for you. Like, and I don't understand how people. Well, I guess I do understand people, but just to be mad at you for just on its face is kind of weird to me. But
There's a bunch of fucking weirdos out there.
yeah, but I think a lot
Word.
of it is because we've been in this shit a whole lot longer than we needed to be.
Okay.
A whole lot longer than we needed to be. And I know none of that is your fault, but like I said, you're catching strays, and I feel bad about it.
I mean, don't feel bad about it because, well, never mind. Anyway,
I do. I feel bad about it. I feel bad that you're catching strays.
like there would just be nothing in me to just out of the blue ask somebody, like especially a stranger, like, "Are you vaccinated?" Or
Yeah, I don't do that. I just in general
that's just
avoid
fucking
people.
ridiculous to
I
me. Like,
like I just avoid them, and then it doesn't matter.
I
And
feel like
precaution.
vaccination is the trendy thing now. It's the same as people out here comparing the Kanye and Drake albums. Like everybody wants to talk about it like you're supposed to give a shit. Same thing with vaccinations. Like everybody's doing it. Are you doing it?
yeah, I don't know that that's true. I think people are just frustrated. Um, frustrated. Now we've gotten to the point where um, a whole lot of babies are dying. You know what I mean? Like, because it's gotten there now, particularly in Texas and Florida. A lot of children that are too young to be vaccinated are dying from this shit, and people are just frustrated, and I get it. But like I said, my response is just to avoid y'all nasty asses altogether. And then I ain't got to worry about whether you're vaccinated or not, right?
mm,
Problem solved. So that's what I do.
Mm.
But
man,
at the same time, I don't know. And the reason we got into this discussion earlier, ooh, sorry about that. I don't know why that thing is doing it. But the reason why,
Okay.
oh, y'all didn't hear my notification? Maybe it's just in my
yeah,
ear. Oh, okay.
Nope.
But the reason why we got into this discussion earlier is because when I was talking about, these people being hospitalized and tweeting from their basically their deathbeds. Hopefully, this is not Cedric Sabalos's deathbed because I would really like for him to recover. But even like, the conservative radio host that I talked about, tweeting from their deathbed, oh, I'm so sick with this disease, and, everybody pray for me. And I'm like, but you made a choice. You had the exact same information everybody else did. You decided that this was the way you wanted to go, and now everybody is supposed to feel sorry for you. I mean, I don't want anyone to die, don't get me wrong, but at what point, you know what I mean? Like, I should be able to reserve my sympathy for, because I don't know. There's babies dying. I feel really bad for them. You know what
Sort
I
of off
mean?
topic. I've always been weirded out by people who have this ultimate faith in God that they're scared to die.
Yeah, uh, I don't know. I, I just think it's, I mean, everybody's going to die at some point, but you know, like I said, if you're going to make certain choices, then I was gonna say, see, my choice of words is awful because I was about to say, then you should go ahead and die on that hill, but um,
Yeah, accountability, motherfucker. I specifically chose not to take the fucking COVID shot. If I get COVID, that's on me. If I die from it, it's from my fucking decision making. I ain't gonna
pretty
sit in the
much.
hospital bed crying.
And I will not cry over you, at all. I'd be like, damn, that's sad, but hey, dude chose. And there it is. I feel bad for your kids, and
They will be wealthy.
your mom or whoever, but hey,
Yeah, whatever. I at the end of the day, I guess it's my same thought process about how people who, you know, smoked a pack of cigarettes a day and they die of lung cancer, or
exactly.
they ate nothing but fatty, I don't say nothing but they made a lot of unhealthy food choices, and then they die of some sort of congested heart failure or whatever. You know,
Well,
uh,
particularly after they knew that, that they were in trouble, and then they just continue.
it's all the
Because let me
same.
tell you,
Leonard
because
Nimoy.
I used to work at a hospital. Okay,
I did
um,
too.
I used to work at Sinai. They don't. It's not there anymore. But when I worked at Sinai, it used to be funny to me because I used to be able to look out of my office window and I would see, because you couldn't smoke. It was a smoke-free campus. Do you know the number of people I would see who would drag their oxygen tanks out to like the corner? What was that? 6 Mile in Whitcomb or whatever,
Hmm.
so they could smoke.
Hmm.
Oh, to
With
keep
their
it a buck, I've seen more people quit crack than tobacco.
Yeah, but I'm saying with your oxygen tank in tow, okay, you're out there smoking because you just, you know, and what do you say to those? You know what I mean? What do you say to those people? You clearly know that this is killing you, and you are going to do it anyway.
Keep
So
going and going and
yeah.
going and going.
That's another topic for another day.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying it's kind of the same thing. When you have information and you know that this is what you can do to prevent this and you
But do
don't
you
do
really
it,
know that that's the? Do you do? It's whatever.
yes, we do. We do. I mean, we have more data than we had a year ago. And yes, we do. Something like 98% of the hospitalizations now are people who aren't vaccinated. 98%. And of the 2% that are vaccinated that get hospitalized, they don't get really sick. We know this now. We have data. So there it is. Bam. but
Damn, this is a dope jam. Oh, sorry.
exactly. But along those same lines, I, and this is not
Yeah.
really the same thing, but this country and their fucking caffeine addiction, I can't. I was gonna say with y'all because because I don't drink coffee, but I don't understand why people are so lighthearted about their caffeine addictions.
People are lighthearted about all they damn addictions.
Not really. Ain't nobody out here making jokes about their cocaine addiction.
Who you hang out with?
Well, not cokeheads, apparently.
I do. Nah, they act like that shit's normal.
I
Just in the
mean,
motherfucking drive through and they taking a bump real quick. Like, nigga, what is wrong with you?
oh, well, see, I don't hang out with that element. But, well, the people I have known who have had those kinds of addictions have gone to great lengths to hide it. But
Um,
ain't nobody out here trying to hide their caffeine addiction. They just don't give a fuck. It's
they
just
don't seem
funny,
to think it's a bad thing.
and I don't understand that. I don't understand it at all. But I mean, I guess I don't understand it because first of all, I don't even like the taste of coffee. I don't understand how y'all drink it. It's gross. It's disgusting. I don't care. Y'all try. Oh well, you haven't had the right blend. They all taste
Shit.
like coffee. Okay, it's
Mhm.
all nasty. I don't
Mhm.
understand how people actually drink that mess, other than the fact that you're addicted to it. Because when there are so many better beverages or better tasting beverages that you could be consuming, y'all choose that bitter mess. I don't get it.
I don't
Well,
understand addiction in any form, but I'm from a family of drug addicts, so
I mean,
I
I also
made it a
don't
point at a very young age. Anything that I feel like I need on a regular basis, I quit immediately.
understand.
hmm.
Yeah. Um,
Hmm.
it's strange because I guess I always thought that I would probably have an addictive personality, but
Alcoholism?
I don't have alcoholism. I mean,
Okay.
I don't. I
You
mean,
just enjoy drinking and a good buzz.
no. I mean, I will drink, but I don't have to. Like if I don't have a drink, that's fine too.
That's what a lot of cokeheads say in the beginning.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm in the very beginning of an addiction because I really don't care that much about it. Um, I mean, I've been in a room full of people who were drinking and me not have a drop, and they're complaining because I'm not drinking, but I don't feel like it at that moment. And if I don't feel like it, then I don't do it. It's just that simple.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't drink coffee. I'm with you. I despise the taste of coffee. And actually, I thought I would grow up loving coffee because I used to spend weekends over my grandfather's.
Hmm.
And there was a coffee factory on one side of the house, like maybe about 2 blocks over. And then the Sanders Bakery was in the next block on the other side. So those were like the most awesome smells, like waking up on Saturday and Sunday morning. And I
Okay.
thought I would love coffee. And I was
Hmm.
so excited to try it. And then I tasted it and I thought, how is this swill?
Exactly. And that is
Like,
exactly what I call it, swill, because that is
like,
what it tastes like.
what is this? And yeah, so anywho, um,
But the coffee culture in this country is so strong, so strong. Like if I tell somebody that I don't drink coffee, the first thing they try to do is tell me what blend I'm not drinking, and that's why I don't like it. And I'm
I
like,
don't think I've ever had that happen.
oh, I've had that so many times. But particularly, because if you work in an office environment, I mean, they used to provide coffee for free. So people would just be sitting there drinking their stimulant all day, you know.
And that's what they're addicted to. I mean, I don't
I,
believe it's not really the taste per se. I don't believe for most people. I mean, I guess some of it is better than others. I won't find out, but um, yeah, that's what they're addicted to. Like, think about it. A Coke, like Coke, Coca Cola. Coca Cola is actually not good.
Not very much, no.
No,
I
it is
tend to
not
agree with
good.
you.
Huh?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
It's not. It's yeah. So, but what people like about it is that caffeine kick that they get out of it.
Mm, I think it's more the. I think it's more the
The caffeine
Cocaine.
sud
kick and the
and
sugar rush.
and the sugar, yeah, in Coke. Well, I mean, because you're not going to get. I mean, there's a caffeine kick to be had in Coke, but you're not going to get that much of one.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew, maybe, but not so much in Coke.
And even Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is some nasty shit.
That
Like
shit to me tastes like gasoline almost.
I'm,
Like,
I'm like, yeah, and I had a friend who used to have like that's all she would drink. She would drink a Mountain Dew every day,
oh, I've
and
been there. I have addictive personality. I have an addictive personality. I have addiction issues. Okay. So yeah, at one point, a Mountain Dew and a Hostess honey bun was my shit in my 20s, my early 20s. Like, I couldn't, that was my coffee.
now see, I'll tell you. Now that you mention it, there are things that I have been addicted to. I used to be addicted to um, what's the thing at 7-Eleven? The Slurpees. I used to have a Slurpee. But it was hot as hell in Texas. I'm sorry, in the desert. So I used to have a Slurpee like every day. Um, at one point, I was addicted to them damn. What's the thing at the ice cream place? A Blizzard.
Blizzard. Okay.
Yeah, I used to love them damn Blizzards. Um, I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, but that was pretty much it. But yeah, I mean, if I was gonna say I was gonna have an addiction, then it was probably to those things.
Yeah,
But then when I couldn't have them, it was fine. I just picked something else.
I've been addicted to various things throughout my life, including alcohol. Like, I was an alcoholic. I just didn't go to meetings.
Okay.
Um,
They're overrated.
I hear. And plus, I was able to kick it cold turkey and be done.
Hmm.
Like, I don't it's not that I don't drink now, but I don't even have the desire to drink the way that I used to.
On that level, right?
Not at all. Like, this year, what are we in? August, we're in September. And
Hmm.
I probably had maybe 2 drinks this year. Like, I don't care to do that kind of stuff
Yeah.
anymore. Um, but I've been addicted to other things. So I'll say this: I don't knock anybody in their addiction.
Well, I don't either.
I
What?
don't understand the coffee thing,
Yeah.
but it's the caffeine, and that's a drug, just like sugar's a drug. And
Yeah. And but no, I don't knock the addiction. I'm just wondering why it's okay. Like everybody thinks it's so cute to be
well, I
addicted to
guess
coffee.
because it's a shared thing by the majority. Maybe, I don't know.
I guess, but it annoys me. And I guess it annoys me because I'm not a coffee drinker. I also don't like the taste of beer, and I don't
I
understand how
hate
any
the taste of
and
beer.
I don't understand how anybody drinks that swill. But
I
people
could
do it all
say
the
I
time.
drank beer for a whole lot of years, but it was mostly me being broke and cheap. Now that I got a couple of dollars, fuck that. There's no such thing as a good tasting beer. I can admit some are better than others, but all that shit nasty.
Well, listen, I was talking to this one dude, and he was drinking a beer. And I asked him, I was like, how can you drink that nasty mess? Like, I was just like, how do you drink that? It's gross. It doesn't taste good. And he was like, well, I mean, I guess it is an acquired taste. And I'm like, but why the fuck would you bother to acquire it?
Fire it.
Balling on a budget.
And I feel that way about I mean, but there are other drinks to be had on the cheap. I mean, my God.
Cisco, Mad Dog 2020. No, I'm just
Oh,
playing.
don't get no mad dog. Don't do that to yourself.
Some ENJ, some
Um,
JMB,
what was the stuff we used to always drink with our broke
Seagram,
asses? The
Seagram.
no. The peach stuff. Fuzz the peach.
Snaps?
Yes, the peach schnapps. Yeah,
Schnapps, snaps, whatever.
yeah.
No.
That shit was cheap. You know,
I used to drink bat juice all the time.
that's what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't understand why you would bother to drink beer. Like, ugh. And then,
Alcohol is nasty at the end of the day
well,
when it
that's
all
true.
boils down to it.
Well, that's true. There are better things to drink.
Like I think if I used to take bat juice to the head, and I think that if somebody gave like, oh, I'll give you 500,000 if you drink a shot of bat juice and hold it down. I think I would lose. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure my body would reject that stuff. Like,
Well,
the
yeah,
hell are you doing?
yeah. My constitution does not tolerate cheap liquor anymore. Like, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
My constitution is like, what shelf did you get this off of? Like, no, this is not what we do anymore. Okay,
I
If
did
it's
so
not
decide
at
to
eye
drink a
level, don't
40 for
drink
my
it.
40th birthday, and I don't know how the hell I did that back in the days.
okay, and
What is it?
A 40.
I was gonna
And I
say,
used to go through a few in a day, but
and I was
Ooh.
man,
gonna say, as bad as beer is, malt liquor, I don't understand. Like, ugh.
What is malt liquor?
it's beer with more alcohol in it, basically.
Yeah,
Uh,
but and nastier.
mm,
Yeah. More
never
Although,
had
effective.
the desire.
although speaking of cheap, you know what I used to think tasted good, and then they pulled it off the shelves, and I don't know why.
Pink
St.
champagne.
Dies.
No. What'd
I
you
just
say?
thought about
What'd you
St.
say,
Ives.
Magic?
St. Dies.
Oh,
Right.
no. Remember, um, they,
Sharon Pipple.
no, remember they had the malt liquor. What was it? Saint Ives. Saint
That's
Ives.
what we just
What
said.
I just said.
Okay, no, but listen, they used to make like a drink
Ew.
called Crooked Eye. That
Never heard of it.
they
Same
had one.
thing as, yeah, it was by the same people.
Yeah, they had one that was half and half. That was like half malt liquor and half juice. And
Ew.
and then they had just
Yeah,
Crooked
that's
Eye.
St. Dies. Too.
Then they just had Crooked Eye juice that had no liquor in it at all. That Crooked
I
Eye
don't
juice
remember
used to
that
be
one.
good. Like, I used to love that. And then
Never heard of it.
yeah, well, I mean, I think the whole company went away probably because I don't know.
Because it was
Marketing to
nasty.
fucking teenagers.
Yeah, that stuff was so gross. But the juice was good. The juice was good. The Crooked Eye juice was good.
So is it crooked? Is it crooked or crooked?
Crooked.
I called it Crooked Eye. Um,
Yeah, that was the slang for St. Dies. It was crooked eye.
yeah.
So I'm looking at it and it's actually crooked eye.
Okay.
Okay.
I called it Crooked Eye, and that's what I always called it, and it shall forever be Crooked Eye juice in my.
I don't think they sold that stuff up here. I've
That
never seen this.
that was the first time I ever got it was up here. So yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Actually, they didn't sell it in El Paso. You had to go to Las Cruces to get it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I just know I got it here. Like that was the first time I was like, "Oh, they make a juice? Let me try it." It looked good. So I picked it up and I was like, "Oh, this is good stuff." I don't know what was in it, but it was good stuff.
Shout out to Crazy Horse, the most racist beer of all time.
Okay.
I thought St. Ides was.
No, Crazy Horse was very against alcohol.
Mm.
Mm,
Shit was killing his peoples.
Mm.
mm,
Can't keep your customer base if you're dying off.
yeah.
Tell that to the fentanyl people.
Mm,
Right.
yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I would think that I would have an addictive personality because I am very type A, I guess, is
Mm.
what you'd call it about a lot of things. We were talking earlier today about our bank accounts. And
Mm.
like I said, most people roll out of bed, and they check Facebook. I roll out of bed, and the first thing I do is start going through my bank accounts. Let's see, you know, what hit, what came out. I have to know those things. Like I have to be on top of that. So
Speaking of, let me check mine now.
yeah, do that because somebody might want to take $10, $15 out, and you not know about it.
Like one of your kids. No. Her stupid ass.
Right. That's
Mine
why I
aren't
was.
at that age yet.
That's why I was like, how do you not know? Oh no, because my
I
child
only
would
check mine
never.
every few days.
Oh no, I check mine every few hours. You're not getting.
DOCD.
Yeah, you're not getting nothing past me. So yeah, and it's I have several bank accounts, so I go through all of them. I go through every last one of them whenever the spirit hits me.
Mm.
And so yeah, that's definitely addictive personality.
And right, and so you would think that I would be out here strung out on something but
You are just not the typical. And that's okay.
I'm strung out on finance.
Right. Strung out on finance, strung out on
Um,
stickers.
Well, yeah, that's true. I do collect a
when
lot
you're
of
strung out
stickers.
on anything, finance is the thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. So I ain't mad at it. We all have our vices.
Yeah, we do.
So, Magic,
So,
what's your topic?
Florida legend, the one and only Trick Daddy Dollars,
Mm-mm.
was on Drink Champs a week or two ago, and they asked if he likes getting his ass ate, and he got into way too
Oh
many
my.
details for my personal care. But just for the sake of funniness, what are things
Funniness?
y'all would rather do than eat Trick Daddy's ass?
Almost anything. I mean, I can't think of anything that I want to do less than, than that. Like, mm-mm.
I would brush the hair of my uncle's armpits
Ugh.
before I would eat Trick Daddy's ass.
Wow.
I
I
would try to get a
would.
comb through Kevin Durant's hair.
Uh, I- First of all, you would leave Katie alone.
I personally don't mind his BDBs, but
Oh
I would
man.
share drinks with Magic Johnson before
Oh
I.
well. I mean, shoot.
I'm just saying.
I mean, Magic barely got any in him. He's undetectable. He
Fuck
came
that.
past that to you.
I'm just
I
saying it's a
do a
risk.
threesome with Magic and his wife before I look any dude's ass, but still.
I'm sure Cookie will be happy to hear that.
I would
Hey.
kiss. I would kiss the cheek on his face of Donald Trump before I would
Oh, I don't
fuck
know.
Big Daddy's
I
ass.
don't know. I licked her daddy's ass before I did that.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Because,
You
woo.
notice I didn't say lips because he
Uh,
talks out of his ass.
I was gonna say his
Well,
lips
doing the
look like
same
an
thing.
anus to begin with, so but
Oh
nah.
God, I saw somewhere on the internet, and I don't know how much is true, that lips basically have the same skin structure as an asshole, and the inside of a mouth is kind of like the inside of a vagina.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why did you just sound so yeah?
Because I don't like fucking faces as much as I like fucking pussy.
Well,
I don't see the connection, and I think I'm beyond the size limit for
I
anal.
mean it's the same mucous membrane, but it's
Teeth.
well, there's that, and there's a different. I mean, it's different,
Shape,
obviously.
elasticity, yeah.
Yeah, all of that.
Walls.
That too.
Exactly. That's why you got to put a little cheek in it. Sorry.
Right? Tell on yourself. We
Ah, I'm glad I amused you.
You did. You did.
Well, I'm just saying, you just can't just have them all in there just bouncing around. Get a little friction. Absolutely.
Did y'all watch the Superhead and Mr. Marcus video?
No.
A
What
lot
did
of
we
people
miss?
gave her credit for her technique, but she does. You know how you used to grab people's arm and you twist one hand one way and one hand the other way, so it has that burning sensation?
Yes.
She was doing that on the dick, and people was like, "Ooh, look how she's using her hands." And I was like, "That shit looked like it hurt."
Oh, yeah. I don't. Mm.
I I've not been impressed with seeing anyone. Excuse me.
Blessed
Bless you.
art thou.
Oh, thank you. I've not been impressed with seeing anyone give head, but I will tell you this, and I can't think of the chick uh who started this or whatever. But that chick with the fucking grapefruit technique, like her whole air exchange, like I was so fucking impressed. I was impressed enough to be uncomfortable, like watching her. And she,
Why were you uncomfortable?
yeah, have you ever seen it?
I haven't. Sorry.
Oh, look
I've
up
heard
the
about it. I haven't
original.
actually seen it.
Listen, the sound effects. You'll never forget them. Like that, her
That
whole
should
little
be
air
annoying to
exchange.
me though.
But listen, don't put the speaker on loud. The whole little air
No, I'm talking about in
exchange.
real life.
th- Don't put the speaker on
What
loud. If
you
you're
mean
annoyed in real life,
the sound of the
the air
moisture?
exchange.
Well, I'm
No,
asking
No,
him
all that
what
extra
sound.
fucking noise, like what the fuck are
Oh,
you doing?
yeah. I
Stop it.
mean, but I don't know that. Well, never mind.
I mean her shit is like I can't even like mimic it. It's like
Oh Lord,
Yeah, that's what annoys me. Like,
Lord, yeah,
are you
nah,
showing off for the camera or me? Like,
yeah, that feels
swallow.
like a lot.
just
Anyway, yo, fuck fruits and vegetables. Get some pop rocks, ladies.
Yes, pop rocks. Not that I have any knowledge.
You
It was a
sure
little bit too
seconded
quick to
quick
be
enough.
extracting. Yeah.
um,
Your former life, I know. It's
yeah,
okay.
you know.
We've all had our backsliding days. It happens.
Yeah, I would say I'm sanctified now, but I'm not. Um,
I have yet to pop rock a dude.
um, toothpaste?
Huh?
Never mind. We'll talk.
Uh-uh. No, what? No, what?
We'll talk.
Come on with
Have
it.
you been
We on the
after those
show.
anything?
Um, just a little bit of toothpaste.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've done that.
a little bit of toothpaste, and then you get that little,
Yeah, that
cooling
cool
sensation.
minty.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've done that. They've
I'm
got shit
listening.
like that. Uh,
yeah. They have mints, I think, but the mints are actually good because they also dull your gag reflex. So if you have someone who's larger, kind of helps.
yeah, I had this. Well, never mind.
No, you made me
Was she the
talk. You
same motherfucker that like we here?
right, right.
I just felt like it was so far off topic, but anyway, not that I'm shy, but I had this one dude, and I was like, "Yeah, I know you don't think, yeah, no, mm-mm. Like hit." There was just no way. I don't. There was not enough numbing of the gag free reflex for that shit.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, look,
People swallow whole swords.
Mm.
not me.
I was gonna say I'm not people. I'm not those people. But I mean,
There's not enough. Like he he had to be somewhere about because we know this already. I measure, and if I remember correctly, he was either 16 and a quarter or he was 16 and 3/4, somewhere like
well, I
that.
mean,
He wasn't
you don't need to have it all. I mean, length. See, the length doesn't bother me. The girth is what
and the girth was a problem as well.
because I mean I know people don't know this about me because people think I have a big mouth, but I don't. So like oh shut up. S- So
I know nothing.
oh I know.
Me too.
But anyway, um, but yeah. So the girth can be an issue for me.
And the
Like
girth was an issue. And
yeah,
I was not as skilled back during that day. I'm like, what the fuck
yeah.
you think you got to do with that?
Yeah, because
That
there's only so wide I can open without, teeth.
putting teeth on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I never mind.
Come on, stop with the never mind. Let's go.
I was gonna say I knew this dude one time who liked teeth. Like that was his thing.
Oh.
And I
Ugh.
was like,
I don't
okay.
even have one of those, but that just
It's like, okay, weirdo.
like my whole body just probably reduced by 2 inches. I was just,
But I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
oh. Fuck kind
For
of nerve
sure.
endings you got, like
Uh,
in teeth.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. That was the thing.
Mm.
I think there's something that could be attributed to frequent masturbation at a young age that makes the sensation of the skin, at least on a dick, just numb as fuck.
Hmm.
Mm. It gets kind of calloused.
Nah, not that. It's just like she was saying with her nipples last week. It just
Wait a
takes
minute.
more
Let me
fucking
get in
sensation to feel anything.
I get in this.
He was
Listen,
comparing.
it be
Well,
happening. They say, okay, fuck it. Let's just get into fucking
well,
simple
first of
as
all, I think mine has to
anatomy.
do with the fact that, I breastfed
Size
for
affects
almost a
things.
damn year. Also, so
Yeah.
Yes, but it's pretty well known that, in generally speaking, chicks with bigger titties have less fucking physical sensation. So either you have to take it too far or just get the fuck over it. I suppose the same thing happens with dick.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
What is that
Do some research.
noise?
I was just like, I'm over here, like, got to do some research.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like somebody should research that and I don't know, put together an academic paper or something.
Penile numbing.
Yes. You can call Star to help with the evaluations.
What?
Listen, I'm just trying to help.
Listen,
I mean, every good academic paper needs data.
Research is important.
Research is definitely important.
You have to have a
well,
controlled environment,
Hmm.
numbness in the penis
couple
can
test
off
subjects.
numbness in the penis often results from an injury to the groin area. A person may sustain such an injury from vigorous sex, a long bike ride, or some sort of trauma.
Mm,
Yeah, as I was saying, frequent masturbation,
yeah, that.
Also,
numbing.
since we're totally off the subject, I never knew that a penis could be fractured until
Oh
Dennis
yeah.
Rodman ass did it.
No, I didn't even know Dennis Rodman had broke his dick. I mean, I'm not surprised.
You've never heard how
No.
you've never heard him tell that freaking story. It's freaking
As a
hilarious.
rule, I don't go about listening a lot to what Dennis Rodman has to say. So no,
Yeah, he was fucking tiny chicks.
I mean, so I don't. Nah, I've never heard him tell
And
that
when big
story.
chicks start riding you and try to do tiny chick shit, things can go very wrong.
Well, I mean, sure, but
Well, on the
yeah,
subject of useless information, I did learn this week that you're not supposed to sleep naked
why?
Why?
because if you fart in your sleep, it leaves fecal matter in your sheets.
Okay, well, that's probably true.
Eh, change your sheets, people.
I was gonna say, change your sheets often.
Dennis Dennis Rodman has broken his penis 3 times during sex.
Why? Why is this?
Okay, it should only take one
Why is this a news
for you
story? I
learn
mean,
to
why?
be more
Why is
careful.
this on the internet? Like, who
Because he was
There's
like, people
a
were
lot of shit
interviewing
on
him
the
and he
internet.
like openly talked about it.
who is taking this much interest in Dennis Rodman's dick?
Hey.
White women.
I
Yeah.
guess because he looks filthy as hell to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he looks like he's got. Oh God, hell no! But
Yeah, but
some chick said she thought she killed him because it was blood everywhere. Oh,
oh Lord.
Ugh.
Mm,
Like, he really broke some shit.
right.
and he was calm about it. I forgot about that part of the story, but
Okay. Why are you telling me about Dennis Rodman's once again?
you know what? I just yeah, like I said, it was totally off the subject.
I mean,
He's
I
The
cannot
subject is
think.
gone.
I cannot think of a dick in the world that I'm less interested. Well, no, that's not true.
besides Trick Daddy's ass.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a good long list of dicks that I have absolutely no interest in, but Dennis Rodman is right there at the top of that list somewhere. Because I have never looked at him and been like, "Oh, wouldn't that be fun?" Nah, I look at him and I'm like, "I think he needs a bath."
He needs more than a fucking bath.
Yeah, but
But he's
with
a
I don't
bath
know,
with some
with like some turpentine or I don't know.
right, some bleach,
Right.
some couple of shots.
I know. I mean, and I feel bad because he might be clean. I mean, I can't smell him through the television, but he just looks filthy as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Carmen Electra's stock fell way down when she was fucking with him.
Mm,
But anyway,
yeah, all kind of people.
Career
Madonna. I
over.
was just like, y'all.
Madonna just her didn't fall because she was already that person that
I,
seemed.
I was gonna say I don't even know. I don't even believe she was fucking him. I just think she was being seen with him.
Oh, I believe she was fucking him.
I don't know.
And Tupac, Kane, all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I can see
She's not
Tupac.
as pretty as she used to be. She's just looks like typical white girl now.
Who?
Carmen Electra.
Oh, well, I mean, she's what, 50 something?
She is 49.
Oh, or is that what she's telling people? I don't know because it seemed like she's older than me, but okay.
She and I don't mean to say typical white girl like to be funny or whatever, but I'm saying she used to be kind of a standout beauty and now she looks typical.
Regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, mm, yeah, never interested. Never interested in Dennis
Right.
Rodman. Ugh, yeah.
Ugh.
I used to think he was fucking Michael Jordan for a while.
What? What
And
the hell made you think that?
and or Scottie Pippen. Be,
Damn.
because
Yeah,
listen,
Scotty, maybe. Yeah.
Mm.
you're like, I believe Scott. Listen,
Clearly,
because
Scotty is into trash women.
the reason is when he played for the Bulls, Michael Jordan used to cuss everybody out for every little thing, every little transgression on the court. All his teammates got it. Caught hell. He never said a word to Dennis Rodman. Dennis
That
Rodman,
nigga wasn't trying
He
to
was
fight.
probably scared of his ass.
he wasn't scared of him. Uh,
Michael
Yeah.
Shit, his
Jordan talked
mind.
a lot of shit. How many fights you remember him being in?
Listen, he probably had the mindset like I have. You don't fuck with crazy people.
Well, true, but at the time I was like, he probably knows. Dennis Rodman probably knows some shit, and he knows Dennis Rodman crazy enough to tell the world because Dennis Rodman didn't give a fuck what you thought of
At
him.
all.
You know, which
At all.
yeah, which maybe which is probably his most endearing quality to me is that he just didn't give a damn what y'all thought.
Man.
I feel like wearing this wedding dress. I'ma wear it. you know,
Yeah, nah, that was a moment he should have cared.
at a time when that was not a thing. you know, full
Right.
face of makeup. He didn't give a fuck, and I was like, good on him. Do what you like.
Yeah.
Like to me, that was his endearing quality was that he
Yeah.
just did not
'Cause I
care.
always like people like that, like
Yes,
him and Sandra Bernhard and folks like that. Just didn't give a damn. Grace
yeah,
Jones, all of them.
definitely Grace Jones.
I
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
love her.
Yeah, me too. Me too, cause she really didn't give a fuck. She was like, "Pfft, okay,
Yeah.
All
but
right, we out this bitch.
wow, okay, he tired of listening to us talk. You heard that right?
Yeah, we're
Some of us
dragging it
got to go to
on.
work in the morning. Fuck you talking about?
We're dragging it on. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for listening. If you like the show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe. And if you don't, tell everybody you know 4, 5, 6, 7, 80 times. We don't give a shit. It is the Threesome Podcast on Twitter and the Gram. No, Facebook and the Gram. Check the group. And it's the Threesome Pod on Twitter. Night fuckers.
Night.
See ya.